All right, welcome to Talkin' Investing. I am Tom, and as always, this is not financial advice. Today, I want to just do an update on the EV sector overall, both the large cap and the small cap. We talk about the EV sector a lot on this channel, so if that is content that you're interested in, remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell. And if everybody would do us a favor and smash the like button, it helps the channel out a lot. We appreciate it. So you'll see in the pinned comment, there's a link to our free Discord, so you're also welcome to join us over there. I want to do an update on the EV sector. We're only an hour and a half into the trading day as I'm making this video, and I will tell you, it's a drastically different video than I was going to make. When I sat down, I was going to make a video on how Tesla was crashing and it had broken a key line of support. But by the time I got started with this video, the market had turned around so drastically that this is one of the biggest up days in the EV sector in recent memory. I mean, I know this is a volatile sector and we have days like this, but we haven't seen one, I don't think, in 2022. Did we hit the bottom here and we've turned around? Okay, so let's take a look at the big board. You're going to see this is green from top to bottom. We haven't seen these kind of numbers in a long time. I just want to highlight a few. Rivian is up 25, now 26%. Lucid Motors is up 17.5%. Those are some of the larger cap stocks that are having big days. Lordstown Motors is up 46%, and that is on news. So that's one of the ones I'm going to go through. Rivian had some news. Ride had some news. And you can see, obviously, up 46%. That's a day. Romeo Power is up 18%. EVgo is up 24%. I mean, those are the gigantic moves, but, you know, even a lot of these other companies, Nio and XPeng, are up almost 8%. Those are big moves for the larger cap companies. So there's really only one or two of these companies that aren't having incredibly good days, but even those companies are up 3 or 4 or 5%. So everything is green, a lot of double digits. For those of you who have been getting pounded on with these EV stocks for quite some time, and I own some of these smaller cap EV companies, so I'm there with you. My EV stocks have been getting decimated so far this year. So this is a nice day to see. The question is, you know, does this mark a bottom? Is this a trend back upwards, or is this something we should be selling into? So I want to go through a few stocks in specific and let you know why those stocks, I think, were the catalyst for what went on today. The first thing I'm going to show you is I'm going to start at Tesla, because Tesla is actually only up 2.5%. So that's actually, I think, the lowest thing on the entire board. However, this video was going to be a Tesla video. Tesla was crashing this morning. You know, when Tesla goes down 5%, that's a loss of $50 billion of market cap. So that's where they were about 5 minutes into trading this morning. So basically, I was going to talk about the fact, if you look at this chart, there's a critical line of support here at about $702, so call it $700, and it had broken right through that, no problem. It was down at $680. From its peak at the beginning of April to just a little over a month later right now, Tesla was down 40% this morning. So a 40% move for them is $400 billion loss in market cap. 50 billion of which was this morning, but they erased all of that and they are now green. For once, it seems like Tesla is actually being dragged up with the rest of the sector because they are the lagger on the day out of all the big EV stocks. Okay, so this is the Rivian chart on the one-day time frame. So Rivian had some big news today. They are currently up 23%. As far as their actual earnings report, their balance sheet, and their income statement, it was not pretty in my opinion, but everybody was expecting that. I think they beat expectations by a little bit, but more importantly, a couple of things happened. They reaffirmed their 25,000 vehicle target for this year. They talked about their supply chain problems and that they continue, but they do expect to hit that target of 25,000, so I think that's something the market was waiting for. Okay, so you see this article here says, with $17 billion in cash on hand, Rivian plans to produce a new affordable SUV at Georgia plant. So this was also a big piece of news that they had. So the first thing is they're kind of reminding everybody, by the way, we have $17 billion in the bank. Now, that is not as great as it seems because they did say they expect their cash burn in 2022 to be $7 billion. But that still does leave them some cash runway left over after. But that was not the big news. It is set to produce 200,000 vehicles by 2025. The manufacturer has $17 billion of cash on hand that will go towards this investment, the company executive said. So a part of their big cash burn rate is that they're going to be building this plant. Okay, if you go down a little further, they did say Rivian received a $1.5 billion tax break from the state, a massive bet on a startup that has not yet provided its long-term viability. So the state incentivized them heavily to bring this plant, but they are going to spend another $5 billion on top of this $1.5 billion. So this is gigantic investment, and I think this was a big catalyst. This is a part of how they're going to achieve their long-term production goals. It really accelerated this morning, and it's just been on fire so far today. And again, we're less than 2 hours into the trading day, and this thing is now up 25%. But here's the thing, Rivian has taken a massive hit over the course of the last 2 months. Their lockup period ended a few days ago, and the stock dropped precipitously again from about $30 all the way down to a low of just under $20. So that was another massive move to the downside even after this giant run. So from start to finish, that was almost a 65% move down in, less than a month and a half. So this stock has been beaten up badly. So today is definitely a relief rally, and it's long overdue, but you can see even with this giant green candle today, it is nowhere near back to where it was just last week. Now, Ford did announce, I think they sold 8 million shares of this when the lockup period ended. Rivian has two major investors. One is Ford and one is Amazon. Ford did sell a portion of their investment. They still have quite a bit left. Amazon is still heavily invested, and they've ordered 100,000 vehicles. So, that order is going to be over a long period of time, so we'll see what that means. Anyway, Rivian is one of the ones leading the way here on today's rally. Back in the last half of March, the EV sector had a relief rally, and it lasted several weeks, and it was massive. That was up 71% in a couple of weeks. So I'm wondering if this is the beginning of another run-up like this, or is this just a one-day event? So again, please remember, none of this is financial advice. I'm not advising you guys to buy any of this or sell any of this. I do not invest in these large cap EV stocks. I do have some investments in the smaller cap EV stocks. So all of them are extremely volatile. Today is proof of that. This is volatility in the right direction, but nonetheless, super highly volatile stocks, super highly volatile sector. So please be careful while investing and do your own due diligence. Okay, the other company that announced some big news today was RIDE, Lordstown Motors. So they are now up. They're up about 39% right now. They were a little higher than that. You can see it candle wicked higher than that earlier. So not sure where this is going to end up on the day, but at the moment it is up massively. This one is a little bit different than the other ones. This stock is up big time because they got $260 million for selling the plant where they build their cars. So to me, that's kind of the ultimate good news, bad news. Now they're still going to use that facility and rent it and have somebody else build their cars for them, but their cash runway was pretty much at its end. So this extends them and gives them a little time to get on plan, and they're getting production of their cars up and running. However, I'm not sure how much upside there is on this one. When your good news is that you sold the plant you make your cars at, there's only so much upside to that potentially. However, it does get them, I think it was $260 million much needed dollars. I think that will add more than a year to their cash runway, which was truly running out. So they were on the brink of being done. They have done some hard work to reorganize. So, I hope this rally keeps running, but this is not a stock I own. And, congratulations to everybody who holds this today. It's up 40% right now. Last thing I'll say is you can see that even up 40% on the day today, RIDE is still down 43% in the last 1 month. So this is another stock where, all these EVs had this great end of March and this horrible April. We're into May. Took about 10 or 11 days, but maybe May is going to look better in the EV sector. I don't know. Okay, the last one I'm going to look at is Romeo, stock ticker RMO. These guys make battery packs. So Romeo did not have any news today. This is up 15.8, so almost 16% on the day, and it's up to $1 even as we speak right now. So this is a stock that has been massively sold. In my opinion, it's oversold. I will tell you, I do own shares of this stock and I'm holding on to them, but not financial advice. This is one of the most volatile stocks in the whole stock market. This is down well over 90% from its 52-week high. So this stock has been pretty much a disaster, but here's a day where it's up 15-16%. So that's nice to see. Again, is this going to maybe be an indicator of a couple of weeks run, or is this just a one-day one-off? You can see there was 2 days ago, there was a red candle just as big as this green candle is. So even with this rally today, this stock's still down 20% just in the last week. So you can see these EV stocks have been beaten up badly. Today is a good step in the right direction. I don't know that it's going to continue. This sector does go go through rallies. So I hope that this is the beginning of a little bit of a nice rally for everybody to get some of their money back. So I'll just leave you with a look at the big board. This is now, just been a few minutes later, so everything is still pretty much where it was. Rivian's up almost 23%, Lucid 15%, Ride is now at 41%. So you can see these are moving fast up and down, but still an extremely, extremely green board. This is green from start to finish. We'll see if it finishes out the day that way. There's a lot of trading left today, so best of luck. I hope this stays green for everybody's sake. Again, please do your own due diligence in this sector. You can see all of these stocks are incredibly volatile, so best of luck and invest safely. If you still made it this far, please remember to subscribe to the channel and smash the like button. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.